Hi, everybody. Welcome to A Kiss for Luck. I'm Steve Wolf,
I'm Charisse Wolf.
and our regular handicapper from Northern California, Big Mike Crutchfield. How are you, Mike?
I'm doing better than most today. I'm feeling good.
Good deal. Good deal. And our guest handicapper from Orange County, Dan Wakely. How are you, Dan?
I'm good, Steve. Thanks for asking.
All right. Fantastic. Fantastic.
Viking Dan.
Yeah, we call him Viking Dan because of little things like he's a Vikings fan. Frank Tarkenton signed helmet there. It's
Nice.
But anyway, um, so let's get right into the picks, shall we? Let's get that out of the way because people want picks, I think. Mr. Crutchfield, I hear you're doing Saratoga early pick five. Is that correct?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do Saratoga's early pick five. I feel good about the ticket, and it's a $96 ticket, and so I'll just go ahead and let everybody know what I want. I'll kind of go through it a little quicker this
Yeah.
time. And so in the first leg, I'm gonna use 1, 2, 4, 6,
Mhm.
with my first preference being the number one, um, Throck Throckmorton. I really
Mhm.
like that horse. Has really good works and speed from the rail. So that's the first leg. The second leg, I'm gonna use 4, 5, 6, 7, with my first preference being the number four, Fraudster. So I just think that that horse is sitting on go, and Todd Pletcher, Irad. I just think that they're gonna air there. And race number three, I'm gonna go 2, 4, 7, with my first preference being the number four at 8-1. I think that this race can actually fall apart, and the four can come picking up the pieces.
Okay.
In, okay, in the fourth race, I'm gonna use four horses. I'm gonna use the 5, 6, 2, 8. And again, my first preference being the number five. I really think that this is a horse that that is going to really run, huge. Um, and I love the name too, Burning Hunk of Love. So um,
Nice.
so anyway, so those are my four selections there. And then finally in the fifth race, very tough race. A lot of decent horses in there, but I'm just going to go ahead and single the number eight, Activist Investing, and it's a $96 play. I feel really good about the ticket.
Okay. What do you think, Dan? Do you have any other things, horses you kind of like in that play?
Yeah, I'm kind of working on mine, but I'll go back to his real quick.
Yeah.
I thought the two was a decent pick there. Every other race, he shows up, and my long shot was the eight.
Okay.
I just kind of like Lane Luzzy. Every once in a while, Lane Luzzy gets on a good horse and wins these things, right? And
Yeah.
Saratoga loves to throw little bombs at you.
Yep.
No doubt. No
Right.
doubt.
Okay, and then I've also liked the three in the third leg just because the horse was getting blinkers. I mean, I kind of like blinkers. I think it makes a difference, and I really love. I think you could almost single the one in the first race just because I like Saya's on the rail.
Hey, everybody.
Yep.
Diesel saying hi to everybody.
Hey,
Well,
Diesel.
that's good.
Our
That's
grand
nice.
dog, Diesel. Yeah,
Okay.
go back with Daisy. Go back with
Yeah.
Daisy. I know.
Yeah.
Cha-Cha loves you. Okay. Okay. Bye bye.
There's some big purchases in that first race for sure. I mean, you both really like the one at a paltry 250,000, but obviously you picked the four in there, Mike, at 1.4 million, and time to strike the six is 725K. So there's
Yeah.
some deep water there and a lot of investments going on.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. All right. Sounds great. All right, Dan, what do you got for the late pick five at Saratoga?
So start it's all these horses are very good. When I first put this together, I thought it would take a couple horses that I really liked with some back horses, but I guess I'm just going to throw out my ticket and you guys can do what you want with it. Uh,
Okay, you got it.
all right, so in the first
Please.
leg, my favorite horse is the five. but I'm also going to play the 2, 4, and 7 in the 8. Now, interestingly, in the racing guide, the racing form, the 8 horse is the top pick for two of the guys who make the picks in the racing form. And that horse is not he's 5-1. So obviously maybe they know things that we don't know.
Sure.
All right. The second leg, I went with the 1, the 11, and the 9.
Yep.
Okay.
Makes
The
sense.
one hasn't raced, but you got two horses there. You got Pratt and you got Franco. Franco's been winning at a pretty good clip, 20%. He's 23% with Chad Brown. You got another Chad Brown horse. I got to figure one of those horses is going to play. Right.
Sure.
My
Absolutely.
next would be Dylan Davis, and then my third choice would be the 9 with the Rat Ortiz.
Okay. Excellent.
Okay. The next one I went with was the 4, 5. I really think this is a 2-horse race. I think if General Partner runs the same race he ran a couple races ago at Saratoga, then it's not sloppy. And even if it is sloppy, he still ran a good race.
Right.
He's going to be pretty tough. And then I like the Scotland horse to kind of ride behind him and do kind of like Bill Mott did in the Preakness,
Sure.
the Kentucky Derby, and come up around him and win the race.
Yep. Makes sense.
If you're looking for a long shot, I say the 10.
Concrete Glory. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. All right. In the next race, I singled the 1. The horse hasn't lost in a very long time.
Yeah.
So, and if you wanted to play a couple other horses, maybe a long shot, you could play the 5, 6, or the 4.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right. And then the last race I went with the 9 excuse me. I went with the 1 as my
One.
top choice.
Okay.
I know he's a big price, but I really like Luis Saez on the rail. He could jump and then be gone. But as you know, these races at Saratoga, the last races, almost all of the New York tracks are who knows.
Yep.
Yeah.
100%.
But I also played the 10 and I also played the 9.
Yep.
I like Katie Davis with the blinkers on. I don't know what's happening with Chris Elliott. He got hurt. Is it Chris Elliott? I'm not sure if I have the first name right.
Yes, Chris.
Yeah, he had got hurt, and then he came back, and then he got hurt again. So I don't know if he's racing.
Okay.
No, he's I saw something on Twitter where they said he was going to be back in the saddle.
Oh, good.
Okay, so the thing is here is that they've got the 3 and the 4. I just find that Pratt in those last races, either he blows the doors off everybody or the horse doesn't run at all. Okay, and I don't really understand why the horse with Velasquez is 3-1. It's a slight drop, but the horse really hasn't done anything. Maybe he's just getting it because it's Ward and Velasquez, and they're 32% together. So there's a lot to be said for that.
Sure.
But I'm gonna play the 1, 9, 10, and for $1 my ticket's $90. For 50 cents it's 45.
All right. Excellent. Heck of a value, and you got prices throughout that thing, so it's going to pay off. Get it home. Get it home. Charisse, what do you have for us, dear?
Well, I'm going to go to the only Southern California track that's running this weekend. Our home away from home, Los Alamitos, nighttime.
Yep. True.
Saturday night. There's no more day racing until September after Del Mar, but we're always in for the night racing. I'm going to do an early pick 4. It's going to be $6 wager, bet it a few times if you like. First race, I am going to single the 3, who will undoubtedly be the favorite. Big City Miss for Angie Aquino. The second race, I'm going to use 3 horses. I'm going to use the 1, Miss Michelada, the 3, Lisa's Angel, and I'm going to use the 5, Sent by Angels. In the third race, I am going to single. I know, Diesel. I know you don't like when I single. I know. The 3 horse, Betting Fever, Angie Aquino again. And then in the last race, I'm going to Oh, I'm sorry. I did not single him.
You're doing two there, aren't you?
I am. I'm doing the three. Hey, betting fever and the seven.
Okay. And how about the fourth race?
Born to stay thirsty. It's fourth race. I'm singling the vibes only number two. Enough. You
Good
don't like
vibes
betting it? You
only.
don't have to bet it. Okay. Enough
Okay.
betting. Okay. All
Looks
right.
like the kids' dogs don't agree with your choice there,
They
Charisse,
don't.
but
Yeah, I know. I
All
know. I know.
that's
It's
okay.
okay. Oh, here comes Diesel again. Diesel's
All right.
saying,
He just wants to get
want to get
on
on, you want to get on
YouTube.
camera?
All right, he did.
Okay. Okay. Say hi.
Okay, well, you take care of that dog. I'm going to give you my pick. It's the All Turf Pick 3 at Ellis Park, and it starts in the sixth race tomorrow. It starts off with a maiden special weight 100K race, and it's 5.5 furlongs on the turf rails at 10 feet. So I'm going to go with the 2, the 6, 9, and 10. Three of those should be vying for favoritism, but the 6 is 5-1, and it's a first timer from Godolphin, Ewan Hardy, and Bejarano is on board. It looks like a speed horse if the morning workouts are any indication. So he is probably going to try a Bejarano move, go wire to wire. So we'll see if he can pull it off. But they're babies, so I've got to spread a little bit. In the eighth race, that's the next one in the turf pick three. Again, $3 base wager, 5.5 furlongs on the turf, allowance 102. Hey, I really like Mandela, the number 4 horse, Chris Hartman, Brian Hernandez. They have a jockey upgrade with him on board, and I think that horse makes a whole lot of sense here because he's going to be coming at the end. He's shortening up, and they realize that he's got a little bit of fight in him at the end of the race. So I would guess that Brian's going to get him out quicker than normal and try to start early and finish strong. I think the 12 is the other horse I've got here, and that's Isla Capri, Brendan Walsh, and Issei Morales. And first time Lasix on this, I like it, and it's shortening up from the last time. It was nice and quick, was out in the lead for a while, and then he faded to fifth. So I think the shortening of the distance, the 5.5 here is going to hit him right between the eyes. In the ninth race, we're looking at maiden 16,000 race, 1 mile 16th on the turf. A lot of these horses are about the same, and the 4 Power Wash is the one that's got the biggest drop here. A lot of people could say, well, they're trying to get rid of the horse, dropping him like that. But I don't know. The purse is 31,250. So I don't see any big nothing wrong with getting a win and a claim there and winning 50 grand in the deal. Plus, they get another 6,000 Kentucky Thoroughbred Development Fund. So they paid 65,000 for this horse at auction. So they could be a wash with the 4. But I am going to put in the 6 and the 7 and the 11. These horses, I think, all have a shot, all based on their speed numbers and shortening up. I do like the shortening up. The one I really like is Millie's Birkin. They probably, I would guess that the owner here, Charles Jennings, promised his wife Mellie a Birkin purse and instead bought a horse at auction. So that's my guess anyway, because let's see, yeah, he bought him for 20 grand. That sounds about like a Birkin. So so I like that. It's a $96 ticket for that play. And I think we're going to get some prices out of that deal. And I do like the all turf pick threes. Dan, thank you for coming on our show, and we certainly appreciate it. So tell us how'd you get into horse racing?
So my dad was a big gambler, and so he used to take me to the track and pick the football games. And then when I married my first wife, her dad was a big gambler, so he used to take me to Santa Anita, and I just had to sit there with him all day, and he gave me 20% of the win.
There you go.
So
Wow.
yeah, so I kind of learned it from there, and I got away from it for a little bit, and then I got kind of bored, and I thought, what could be fun? And as you know, Anthony Fanicola is a friend of mine and a big client, so he started racing his horses, so I got back into it.
Nice.
Wow.
It's nice,
Didn't
nice.
Mr. Panicola was partnered with Mr. Scardino many years, right?
Correct.
Yeah, they had a lot of good horses.
Yeah, they won that Breeders' Cup when they had the bromance there, and
That's
when Tony kissed
right.
him on the cheek.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's
It's
right.
So
funny.
Dan, always like to ask people, on the show, what was your biggest disappointment? You're about to score and got beat a nose or a head for everything.
All right. Well, my biggest disappointment was a race in Australia because there was a time where I was horse racing 24/7. If I wasn't racing during the day, I was racing at night. And I had a horse that was about 60 to 1
Oh,
on the lead, and the horse threw him over the rail, 100 yards from the finish line.
Oh
Oh,
no.
oh,
Yeah. And yeah, that was rough. That was rough. I mean, literally threw him right over the railing.
oh,
mm,
So
That sucks.
he did cross first, but without the jockey, it doesn't.
yeah, doesn't
it
count.
doesn't count.
It is interesting, and that brings up another point that we
Yeah,
can talk about. We've got some time here, but it seems that the gambling sites are getting tougher and tougher to cash in because they're really trying to catch through metrics all these different gamblers, certainly the sports gambling sites where they're labeling them professional players and they just cancel the tickets. I mean, you see those
Right.
videos and those lawsuits
Mhm.
all over the United States where they'll do that. And they love you to lose your money, but when you come calling, with a winner, not so much.
Well, Vegas
well,
isn't, if you're beating Vegas, which is almost impossible to do now, they're not going to be welcoming you back. They're going to bar you. They're built on losing, not winning.
Sure,
Yeah.
sure indeed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
interesting.
yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. I did see also somebody was talking about it was Tucker Carlson was at an interview with somebody from the government, and they were talking about how evil sports gambling is and how there are these coalitions that are trying to stop it from happening. And I was watching this video, and it's very interesting because they always want to focus on the guy that is betting his mortgage or the guy
Yeah,
that can't afford to feed his kids or all the sexy stuff that gets you clicks and gets you votes at the ballot box against things. And I think that's always been the problem with gambling is that people love to bring up the points of these people that bet more than they should.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
and I
I
think
mean,
that's
and,
personally.
and horse racing is flawed, but I don't know how you can fix it because they really shouldn't allow the jockeys, the trainers, the owners of the track to bet. But you can't really police that because they'll just give the numbers, the money to somebody to bet it for them. So you really can't get around it. But
Yep.
I
yeah.
think I think it's I think they have inside information. A friend of mine, his business, they did the extermination for Santa Anita for 30 years, and his office was next to the jockey room. He said he would hear the jockeys all the time saying, "Oh, let's let so and so win. It's his birthday."
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
So it's
Wow.
hard to believe that, right? Because that's how they make their living.
yeah. I think that could be going on. I think that if you and I are a jockey and we're both the speeds, I see it happen all the time. One of us don't break, and the
Hmm.
other guy breaks.
Yeah.
Right.
I see that kind of stuff in horse racing all the time,
Yep.
and so I know that stuff goes on.
Well, look at Baffert, right? When you always bet the second horse.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
always bet the
Yeah.
price. Yep.
Right, you always bet the horse that's not, because I've watched Baffert's wife go up and bet $25,000 on a 1-2 shot,
Yeah.
right? So you knew he was going to win,
Yeah.
right? But
Yeah.
Hmm.
yeah, but typically if they get the other horse at 3 to 1 and the other one's 1-2, if she bets that 20,000 on the 3 to 1, they just got 70, 60, $70,000.
Yeah.
Yep.
I agree.
Jill
Yeah.
Yep.
bets that much? Does she really?
But 3 to 1, yeah, then usually the win bets pay a little bit more than what the odds usually pin out.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Especially at Los Al, right? Los Al, the win bets pay enormous, and the place in show bets play terrible.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
A lot of it all depends on the pools and who's doing the betting. I think what kills a lot of a lot of payouts, certainly at Los Alamitos nighttime, is all the 10-cent super players. I mean, ever since they allowed 10-cent supers, that just kills the superfecta pools. I mean, you can't get anything decent. Charisse has a story about her dad back in the day catching a 25 or 30 to 1 shot on top of a dollar superfecta that paid him like thousands of dollars. And, I kind of wonder what it would be now. I think it would
Yeah.
be chopped down quite a bit.
Well, it
Hmm.
helped that it was Victor on a sprinter, busted out of the gate, and he had 100 to win on that horse. He loved Victor's horse. He went off at 26 to 1. And
Yeah.
Almost as
yeah,
good as
that
my
he
71 to 1 shot the other day that ran third.
really. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Well,
Yeah.
the one thing that, with horse racing, I don't care how good a player you are, nobody wins. I mean,
Yeah.
overall,
In the long run.
nobody wins. Nobody wins. You have to be, you have to, if you want to win at any gambling, you have to be extremely patient. Right. You may wait all day for your one race. I see it in the sports betting. Rarely do they make mistakes, but every once in a while they do. But you got to wait. And who wants to go to the racetrack and sit there all day and wait for a couple of good races? You're there
Yeah.
to have fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
And
you could,
you're certainly not going to do it in the win pool trying to bet to win. I
Right.
mean, it's just you know,
too tough.
you just can't do it. Too tough.
Yeah.
I've tried all kinds of math formulas. Because everything's a math formula in the end, and I've tried all kinds of different ways. And you just got to, like my brother says, you're betting on a bunch of wild animals running across a park.
Yeah. That's true.
Hmm.
Yeah. I always say if you could speak horse, you'd make a lot of money, but we don't.
Oh yeah.
So,
That's true.
you
Yeah,
know,
'cause
if
you don't know
you could
how they're
just ask
feeling
those
that
dudes,
day.
hey, number 5 horse, how do you feel? Oh man, I'm sore at the back end. Okay, scratch him.
Take them off the ticket.
Yeah, you have no way. You have no way of knowing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
All
I
right,
mean,
guys. Well, thank you very much for joining us today, everybody out there in horse race land, and hopefully we've given you some insight on some horses we like, and hopefully you can make some money this weekend, and uh, and then defy all the odds that we just talked about. But anyway, thanks again. It's been a wonderful time, Dan. Thank you for joining us today.
thank you for having me.
You know it, Mike. As always, we will see you next week, and hopefully your Saratoga tickets between the two of you, they both hit. Wouldn't that be something?
Yeah.
Sweep the card.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna play his for sure.
Well,
There you go.
I'll play yours as well, and we'll play Charisse's because hers is cheap.
Yes.
Yeah.
If we don't play Charisse, I have a thing now. Whenever Charisse gives me a long shot, I gotta play it across the board. This first thing I do, $2 across on her long shot.
Oh, not lately, Mike. I'll tell you. It's been rough.
I
Yeah.
don't know, I've hit some pretty good late pick fours at Los Al lately, and I've gone deep on the. I usually play a somewhere between $150 $200 ticket.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean,
What you need to do.
I hit the early pick four on Saturday. It was $120 ticket, paid $570.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll take that. I'll triple my
Yeah.
money anytime.
Yeah.
Love it. You know it, man.
Say
All
good
right. Well,
night.
thank you.
You got it.
Thank
Have
you.
a
Right.
have a wonderful betting day this
Are
weekend.
you
And
going to the Dachshund races tomorrow?
oh no,
But Steve will probably be there with Caroline and Todd on Sunday night, right?
yeah, the
I
Wiener
won't.
Nationals, we avoid them every year. We make sure to put a big X in our calendar on that day. We don't want to deal with all that.
It is one busy place that night.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's okay. We've got, we like the corgi races because we're corgi fans. So if it were
Yeah.
corgi races, we'd go. But wiener dogs, nah,
Yeah.
no thanks.
Eh.
All right, everybody. As we sign off on a kiss for luck, as our tradition here. Everybody have a wonderful weekend and goodbye.
Bye.
Blow a kiss, Dan. There you go.
All
Yay.
right.
Good luck, everybody.
All right.
Take care,
Good
all.
luck.
Thanks. Bye bye.